All right, and welcome back to Masks. I am Michael, he, him. I
Oh,
will be emceeing today. We want to go down and introduce all yourselves.
Hi, I'm Mo. They, she pronouns. I am playing Isidore Reyes, aka Obsidian, the Beacon. She, they pronouns.
hello, I'm Kirby, he, they pronouns. I am playing Ivy, the transformed, they, she pronouns.
I'm Sarah, she, her pronouns. I am playing Xailen, the newborn, they, them pronouns.
Hi, I'm Nessa. I'm going to be playing. I was about to say going to be playing Xailen. I'm taking it from. No, I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing Marrow slash Rosalind, the Janice, she, her for both me and her.
This now makes me want to have someone use a power on you where everyone is like plays the character of the person below them. For
We need to do a body swap episode.
I don't know.
Freaky Friday episode.
That'd be. I would love to see it.
All right.
Oh,
Here comes
comes
Steve.
back with a cat.
I was going to say we shouldn't let Steve introduce himself, but he did come back with a cat, so he can now.
Kitty.
Kitty,
No, I
kitty,
put. Never mind. He put the
kitty.
cat down.
Oh.
Not allowed.
Nope.
Oh no, it's there.
No.
Kitty.
All right, you may introduce yourself.
Steve.
Oh, me? Or me?
Mhm.
Hi, I am Steve. I play Johnny Styles. He, him for both of us. Wildfire, that guy. Fire. I wasn't expecting to go the minute I walked back through the door.
You said start without you. You see, I'll be gone a minute. Go ahead and start.
I know.
Yeah, and you walked right in, like right when it was your turn. So
Perfect timing
All
then.
right, real quick, can we go through your labels and your conditions?
Yeah, so my conditions are angry and guilty. Got a danger +3, a freak -2, a savior 0, a superior +2, and a mundane 0.
All right.
And since you do ask for my drives,
Mhm.
the two I've left are help a teammate when they most need you and make out with a teammate.
Find that teammate who most needs you to make out with them right at that moment.
You know, you get
Inside both.
two birds, one stone.
What is this trope called? It's the fuck or die trope.
That's the only way the only way we can generate enough warmth to survive this snowstorm.
I have a
Classic
new.
70s movie trope.
I have a bone disease,
Oh,
and
God.
the only thing that can solve it is boning. It's my most important body part. Is the bones.
Exactly. Kirby, go.
I have guilty, hopeless, and insecure, and danger +2, freak +3, savior -1, superior -1, and mundane 0.
All right.
I have angry, guilty, and insecure. And my labels are danger +2, freak +3, savior 0, superior -1, and mundane -1.
All right.
Nessa. Danger +1, freak +2, savior +1, superior 0, mundane 0, and I am angry, guilty, and insecure, just like real life.
And finally, Johnny.
Johnny, danger -2, freak +2, savior +1, the one after savior +2, mundane +1, and I am angry, hopeless, and insecure.
All right, we got a lot of conditions still left. Do we want to
What? Us?
Do we want to go over what happened last time on that glorious just knuckled down on each other? Just here's our problems with each other.
Go
Hell
ahead,
yeah.
Nessa.
Yes. Also, sorry, I'm going to try to stay on mute as much as possible. I don't know what it is, but the trains are honking like there's like a deer in the road or something. Like every time a train goes by, they're just like slamming on the horn.
Brain. Oh no, did we lose a Sarah?
Maybe.
Oh,
Fingers
no.
crossed. Maybe, hopefully they'll be back right away. So we started off with Issa with Mr. and Mrs. Hendricks. we all got back together. Parents are fine. Yay. Johnny immediately ran from the consequences of his actions as La Espada had shown up as like, my dads, they're dead. They're not dead. They're kidnapped. But nonetheless, Johnny was like, I'm out of here.
Oh no, our Intrepids. They're broken.
They're broken. Xailen immediately followed in their cool new plane Ziggy. We kind of had like a mini argument while that happened, etc. And Issa ended up running off, but leaving to go to back to their apartment. And we had what I wanted from the beginning, which is a mommy daddy sleepover, but instead it's a mother, a father, my aunt, and a teen orphan from space, and also my sister and me and Ivy. We're all staying at my house for the time being while the threat of kidnapping still hangs in the air. And then we have one of many Xylefire moments. Lots of kissing, lots of emotional talk, lots of everything. Kirby learned about swingers. That was fun. That didn't happen in game, but I just wanted to point that out.
Is that why the pineapple is always fresh and upside down?
Yeah.
How did that come up? I forgot. Oh, we were talking about the key game. That's right. Or the key
Yeah,
bowl.
because I was like, mommy, daddy, sleepover.
And then Michael brought up key bowls.
And you were like, there's no upside down pineapples in this house.
We don't have another room. I guess we'll all have to share this bed.
They should have done that.
Yeah, I definitely had a different idea of what they were being used for, though.
Yeah. They should have used that in Psych. If they didn't, that's a waste. Now we have to switch to things that I don't have typed up. Team meeting. We had a big team meeting, and then also Ivy and I watched the B movie together. Just like adds more Xailen and Johnny time, like ×2. They kiss. Obsidian's the first one to show up to the team meeting, which is at the Hex. That becomes important later. Obsidian and Marrow kind of get into it a little bit. Obsidian and Johnny kind of get into it a little bit. We made a joke that Tommaso walks in, but I don't think canonically he actually walked in.
No, he didn't.
No.
Okay. That reminds me, I gotta update him on that because I think we really need some good PR later in the episode. Like I feel like a war against Jason Blake could be won via PR, you know?
Yeah, because you got Tommaso on your side, and
Yeah.
you want to go up against a billionaire. Tommaso's your man.
Yeah. Plus, we're already being accused of like domestic terrorism. If we can like shift our image and then have it be like Jason Blake is persecuting these teens illegally.
However, Tommaso did text about to Johnny about, well, why is Xailen breaking into Jason Blake's stuff and stealing ships or something like that?
That is what comes.
No, a military complex, and I think that was actually Wraith to distract us long enough to throw the grenades.
I think it was actually about the ship thing, though.
I think it could be both. Marrow opens up, Obsidian
What was the
opens
military
up.
complex thing again?
Tommaso texted Johnny, "Why is Xailen
Listen.
breaking into a military complex?" I replied, "Or there what?" And that's when Wraith's like, "You're so predictable," and threw grenades at us.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had assumed that like Sable Star had some kind of like shape-shifting power or like psychic whatever.
I assumed because we didn't bring the ship back, Jason Blake is pinning things on them now.
Oh, that seems better. Which also, it's been like 20 minutes. Oh, actually, it was a whole night. Never mind.
Yeah. Hey, Sarah, welcome back.
What up?
Yeah,
I am so annoyed. I'm so
then-
annoyed.
those two things are last.
I had to
And
fix
then-
the ice maker and turn up the circuit breaker. Oh, sorry.
That's right.
But why fix the ice maker right now is the question of all night.
It needs to be done right this second.
Well, done is good.
No.
But that's everything up is right as we got that text and then Wraith started throwing grenades at us. So
And as noted, he was going out of phase a bit. Like he was just like I think he was starting to phase out whenever he tossed them, so he's still technically in the room.
Yeah. Plus, he's always. I feel like anytime we try to throw a punch at him, he's like, "I'm a ghost." Ha!
Can't touch this.
It's that fucking audio.
Can't touch it.
I hate him.
My
I
one
wanna-
regret is that I didn't do the Michael thing where you say like you throw the grenades and then I didn't just make it do one of those to be continued JoJo edits.
All right. Yeah. So we have. You got the. You're starting to plan some stuff, getting that together. You got the text. Why is Xailen attacking a military base? And then Wraith walks through. You're so predictable. And 2 grenades in his hand as he tosses them onto the table that you're all sitting at. And then you see him kind of go out of phase. You can see through him as he stands there. What do you all do?
I want to kind of like spark some fire to flip the table to like launch the grenades into the other room.
Yeah, fuck those other people at this WeWork.
Make a unleash your powers roll.
This is why you get an office, dirtbags.
And that is freak. So, and I
It's y'all
don't-
freak.
I have a -2, so it's just a straight roll. That's a 9.
All right. So with unleashing your power, go ahead and mark a condition. You'll take a little bit of the brunt. As it goes flying in, it goes like the thing is, it passes literally. Are you doing it back into the room that he came in from, like the hallway of your little part of your complex?
Yeah.
So it passes like you actually see part of the table as well as the grenades pass directly through Wraith. Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming there are civilians in the other room.
Well, the room outside, because you basically have a small suite of offices in the WeWork space. So essentially, you're in the meeting room. The part right outside would just be your own. Like, it's your own space. It's not like...
Yeah.
All right, cool. I don't have to defend anyone.
Nope.
Ooh.
Question: If just so I remember correctly, we realize he has like short range teleportation, right? Or like phasing through wall situations.
Possibly.
That's what.
We don't actually understand what his powers are.
Mhm.
He just can disappear.
Hmm.
I know at the high school, like he disappeared and then reappeared in the gym, then disappeared from the gym and reappeared outside. So we're not exactly sure if it's short term or short distance teleporting or if
Yeah.
he can like go invisible and run. We don't know,
Yeah.
but we can't hit him. We phase through him.
Yeah, I think as Johnny launches the table, I think just because how everybody was situated, like what was my character's name? Obsidian was like looking at the door and saw this happen and saw the table go and she just takes off and books it and runs after him and seeing that he's phasing, kind of guesses maybe he's going outside, so she's just gonna like take a guess and like use the teleportation.
It goes through him. It's going to explode there. It goes through him, but he's still just standing.
Oh, he's still standing there.
Yeah, he's still standing where he was when he threw it. He looks like a little like hands. His hands come up, but it passes directly through him, and the grenades fall in there, and there's an explosion, and you hear a lot of broken glass and other things that sound kind of expensive. Kind of blowing up.
How do you punch something that you can't hit?
Don't worry, we weren't going to get our security deposit back anyway. So
Yeah, I think just because she thought he was actually going to phase out, I think she like kind of like sidekicks where he is. But I think just because we know he's impermeable or like she sort of just like flies through his facade and like hits the wall or something, and just like he's like, son of a bitch.
When Archer messed up the freezer, when Archer turned that thing on the freezer off, he also set off another circuit breaker that I'm trying.
So yeah,
We may lose you again. It's all good.
All right, Sarah, my kid's screaming right now, so I think we're both having great times.
It's like, I'm like, can you just text me? Like, just text me. Don't. He's like, I don't even know what I'm lying on right now. It's like, just text.
So you said you do like a drop kick through him.
Yeah, just because she thought she was gonna have to teleport, but seeing he's there, she just sort of like kicks at him, hoping it lands, but knows and doesn't, and like just
It's
sort of like
just straight through him, like there's nothing there.
yeah, and she'll just like land and like sort of like turn and like get in fighting stance ready to do something.
Is there water near him?
No.
I didn't know if
you
maybe
probably
like
had some
pipes
water
had
bottles
burst or
and stuff.
something.
Oh,
Do we have a drinking fountain maybe like in the hallway that just exploded?
Ivy, I know you're trying to do something, but also he's like a tech guy. See if you can just like get in there or something. I don't know.
I was just thinking of just if a pipe happened to burst and it was like soaking the area in water, just electrically charging it might.
Like a drinking fountain in the hallway that got exploded?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean,
yeah. Well, we'll see. You get a. There's not necessarily gonna be enough to flood the area, but you might be able to. There's like out there. There is from the sink and such. There is water spraying. It's not quite hitting in here as of yet.
Mhm.
He just kind of just stands and sort of looks at it and goes, "Believe me when I tell you, Jason Bourne is infinitely more touchable than I am." And
Jason
you
Bourne?
decided,
Jason Bourne?
Jason.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ!
Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Bourne.
Jason Blake. Jason Blake is infinitely more touchable than I am, and you decided to go along with the person who's kidnapped and harmed several people that you know. One of them who's even here.
I mean, to be fair, Jude, you also like a man who kidnaps parents can't throw stones at a different guy who kidnaps friends.
Do you think Xailen was ever going to be let go by Jason? Do you think the Intrepids ever would have been?
No.
Jason right now is the only one who has technology to breach that barrier. It turns out I can't even. It turns out that I can't remember. Did he know that he would not be able to actually run it without some energy from the rift?
Wraith,
don't-
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
I don't believe he did.
Yeah, no, I don't think he did. I don't think we got there because as soon as we saw where Ivy's parents were happening, the fight went down. So
Mhm.
Also, we're a group of rogue bordering on, I'm not going to use the word terrorist, but you know,
Adjacent.
honestly, you
Hoodlums.
probably we're a group of super powered hoodlums. You probably could have just asked and we would have done it. But then the minute you kidnap somebody, a teen's parents, especially, do you have any rare it is to have a good relationship with your parents? I'm just like pointing at Ivy. Do you have any idea how especially when you've got like powers that aren't traditionally attractive? Kitty cat, look at the kitty cat. Yeah.
So-
But
Does
sorry,
she say that? Does she say that in canon?
yeah. Oh, I got distracted. There's a cat outside. Do you have any idea how rare that is? The minute you kidnapped her parents, we were gonna go scorched earth. You probably just could have asked, and we would have been like, because we hate Jason Blake. No offense to him.
Major offense to him.
Major offense to him.
Jason Blake's a piece of shit.
So
And yet you worked with him. Your parents were well taken care of. They were not harmed. They were brought back
Why
to you.
did you take them then? Why did you take them?
I would have done it for such a small amount of money. Do you have any idea how like little amount of money you have to offer teenagers to do something?
Do you know how
Like,
much people
no-
do when
Like
they've
50
got someone that
bucks.
they love at stake?
I think while this conversation happened between like Nero and Xailen, I think since Issa's behind whatever the hell his name is, Wraith,
Mhm.
I think she's gonna look at Ivy and be like, do tech things. I don't know, like trying like
Yeah,
saying like
that was-
mouthing like do tech things.
Yeah. So
I feel like I'm not the asshole in this situation. Like, I'm just turning to Johnny. I feel like I'm not the asshole in this situation. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole?
am I the
Get
asshole?
Reddit out.
Am I the
Let me
bad
post
guy?
Reddit.
fault?
Am I the drama? I think I'm the drama. I'm
No,
the drama.
he is the asshole. He tried to frame me, and then he wants our help by kidnapping one of our parents. Like, where did you think we were gonna side with you?
When were
So-
you framed?
While this is happening, there are two things I'm thinking about doing, and I'm interrupting because I want to make sure that I say this before like the conversation is over. One, I was thinking about sneaking a tendril into the like a power box or something and trying to connect to like the mainframe of the building and increase the water pressure by like dangerous amounts to force the water from that blown fountain to basically turn into a fire hose.
Okay.
I don't know. So my thought is if we can electrically charge that, it might like short circuit Wraith's abilities somehow. I don't know if anybody has any electrical powers other than me though. Ugh.
I mean, I can probably. Well, I have photon blast. I have heat blast, right?
What type of blast do you have?
Something. I have thermal control, but I can but I have that one power where I can like just do what I need to do. So
Yeah,
how
I
would
mean,
I?
and then if we can tag team stun him like that, then maybe Issa can get like
Let me hit him.
ridiculous
Let me
back
see.
of the neck punch.
You're lucky that hopeless is not. That's unleash your powers.
Well, first let's have
I-
Kirby make a roll for unleashing your powers.
Yeah, so that's plus freak, which is +3. Yeah.
Check and see if you got a negative because of your conditions.
Oh shit. Yeah. Fuck. Hold on. Oh, -2, so +1. Still kind of good though. So +1 is an 8
Go
or 9.
ahead-
I'm sorry.
Go
Fuck,
ahead.
9.
Mark a condition.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah, as you kind of
Angry.
go
I'll
through
take
and
angry.
it gets bigger. It's also fairly easier for you to kind of grow part of your tendril there to help spray it directly into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like putting your thumb over the water hose. And
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, not only a great deal of that, but you also can, as it goes flying through. Yeah, I think there's probably a moment where it just like rushes through him as you're all talking. He just goes, "What the hell you're thinking? Water?" And then Xailen, is this you?
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna. 1 second.
I think I'll look. I think we should probably make like some kind of like Xailen, do a thing. You know.
I
That's
have no
an 8.
idea what they're doing.
All right, market condition. You said you're
Okay.
basically your thing allows you just to kind of create a new power as necessary, and
Yeah.
does something go along with that?
My power. Basically, it's just I can create power as necessary. So he needs me to electrify the water.
Yeah.
So yeah, she needs me to electrify the water. I just put my hand on it and like I just kind of force a lightning bolt through the water, like charging it basically.
Okay. As it kind of happens, he goes, "Obsidian already leaped through me. Did you think this?" And as you grab it, it's an obstacle. Yeah, remember you got to mark a condition to get that new ability, and then then the other condition that you rolled for you said you got an 8. Yeah, so another condition there. There's just this moment where you see him. The two things happen. One, like kind of across his chest and stuff, you see like little bits of electricity kind of arc, kind of off of it, and suddenly the water is no longer coming through him. It's striking him square in the back, and kind of drives him to his knees.
Issa, punch him!
Gotta
Punch
hit him.
him!
Got it. As soon as he's solid. gonna do it like a gonna get him, clock him right in the temple or something to knock
Yep.
him out or something. Yeah.
Just FYI, I have only one condition left, guys.
Same.
Me too.
Oh God, yeah. I think okay. So yeah, I'm going to directly engage because I'm hitting him. Five, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yes.
Nice.
And yeah, as it tell me what you do. This will because
It is
he's both
directly engaged,
surprised
so
and hurt.
I am going to surprise and avoid blows.
Mhm.
I think I just choose 2 from that list when I do roll a 10 plus. Yeah. So I'm going to avoid blows and surprise him.
Okay.
Because I caught him off guard because he's been caught off guard.
All right, tell me what you do.
I'm just going to, as soon as he's solid and he's at his knees, Issa's just gonna like quickly do like a turning back kick and drive her heel into his temple to knock him out.
Yeah, so it won't quite knock him out. However, as you see him he's surprised of, he kind of goes up for it. He hits the ground. He's not unconscious. You see him, like his hands still moving. He's trying to pick himself up, but he's both dazed, a little bit shocked, and now just got kicked in the head.
I want to run up and punt his head.
All right, make directly engage.
I'm gonna love it if this guy turns out to actually supposed to be our friend.
I don't
Yeah,
think he
I was
ever
about to
was.
say, can I do
Yeah.
can I do pierce the mask on this guy as Johnny's punching him in the head?
Punting him.
Sorry, punting him in the head.
And yeah, I roll savior for
Well,
that.
he roll first. I think Pierce the Mask may require.
We've had a lot. He and I were
think
exchanging a lot of.
It would make sense for what you already been talking. Go ahead and make your roll with mundane. Remember to mark down anything or take down anything if you had a condition that affected it.
Why do
That
all of you
is
make
a
my
7,
mundanes?
which I think is a hit, right?
7 can be a hit on there.
I'm gonna resist and avoid their blows.
Okay.
I don't want to take another hit.
As he tries to kind of lash out and get the hit, which does not quite work. He will get since these happen in quick succession and as a surprise for him, he doesn't get the normal moves that he'd be able to make. But Maro, go ahead and make your.
It would have been good if I wasn't angry. So it's a 6.
6. We could you could spend a team here from what it would make sense from earlier. Someone wants to spend that from that who was also helping in that conversation.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll do it.
conversation, not me.
I'll do it. I was
who
talking
had
to him.
already been involved. Basically, this piercing the mask for Marrow is kind of taking into account what happened before he got hit.
All right. Can we say I do it when I kick him? Like, tell us what you want.
No, I'm saying this would have been who else was in that conversation before this.
It was a little bit because we were
And-
talking about your parents.
I think it
Yeah.
was Marrow, Johnny, and Xailen because I think Issa and Ivy were busy like.
Conniving.
Conniving. All right, Johnny. I'm gonna be honest. Where is the team pool? If you can just do that part, especially, I don't even know where it is.
Yeah,
No
Team
one
Pool, we
knows.
haven't really used too much. Team Pool is on that front page.
Ah.
Yeah, so technically at this point, you start off with 1, you get +2 in entering battle against dangerous foe. You were ill prepared or off balance. Well, I don't think we need to do a whole lot for this because this will probably be a fairly short.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to spend 1 point there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you get to ask 1 question from that.
Okay, team question. Of the 3, what are you really planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How could I get your character to blank? And how could I gain influence over you? Which one should I mentally ask?
What are you really planning? I mean, like, we don't know anything.
It's
Mhm.
true.
Like, this is just some ghost that keeps showing up and haunting us.
As Johnny is punting this dude in the head, I think I'm just gonna walk over and kind of like peer on top of them, which is difficult because I'm so short. And just kind of go like, so what's the end game?
And some of this, the piercing the mask isn't necessarily like you ask a question that they answer, but we'll say this is the stuff that you kind of can get from what you've seen so far. On this, what he really what he was really planning. Okay, so the way he came in, I mean, one, the chances of a grenade taking you out, all of you out, is minimal. It's a superhero world. The superhero world. Grenades go off all the time. He's desperate, and immediately is clumsily, because this is not what he was necessarily expecting to happen. Clumsily trying to get your help. It sounds like he wants your help against Blake. But he's
Can I ask
desperate
a
enough
question?
to come
Fucking
in.
knew it.
This is just what sort of happened earlier. However, he does get there's some moves that they get when they get struck with stuff. Go with. It goes, oh yeah, and he goes. Yeah, he just goes. Blake was planning on chaining Xailen into one of those ships. He was keeping her under stores so that she would basically be able to be a battery, or they rather would basically be able to be a battery for those ships.
Just like Homestuck.
Figures Miro's a Homestuck person.
No. But she is on Tumblr, so she knows of it.
I know the name. I know nothing about Homestuck.
I don't know.
Everything I've learned, I learned against my will.
Yeah,
Eh.
great.
Well, I learned it with my will.
So
How do you know this?
Because I was one of his technicians. I was in the R&D.
Do you know Sexy Ghost?
The MILF?
No, what's
No,
her name?
MILF
You-
is Sable
Sue-
Star.
Virus.
Oh, yeah,
Virus.
right.
Sue-
Sexy virus.
Viral.
No, what's her name? She actually has a name. Soul.
Soto or something. Soto?
Oh, hold on. NPCs. Where are we?
Her name isn't in there.
Viral, but yeah, it doesn't have a name.
She's told us multiple times, and like it's like I believe it sounds like it's like Japanese or something. I think, or
Yeah.
It's Korean.
Oh, what the hell was it?
I thought it was Soto.
it was like
It was something like that.
Soul-
I wrote it down somewhere. I'm just looking for where, because there's a bunch of characters.
Why are they so hot?
Oh,
To be
God.
fair, he might not know this. He might not know
Except for-
her.
Except for Chuck Carlson,
Oh,
who is
Viral.
not hot.
Yeah. And Jason Blake's also kind of.
Yeah, he's not now. He looks like something. I can't place
So
who
no,
it is.
we'll use that right now. Oh, well, that sounds correct. I think I had it somewhere, but let me look another place. Yeah,
Was it Soo Yun?
that's that. Wait, that sounds correct. Did you find something?
No, I just remembered. I think I remembered. It
I
sounds.
think
It
it
sounds
is
like
Soo Yun.
Yeah,
That was
I think
it.
it was
So
Soo
yeah,
Yeah. Do you know Sue?
He goes. Yeah, she just something happened with experiments, and she's just got obliterated.
Oh no, she's
Nope.
alive.
She's a sexy ghost now.
But like,
Damn it, Mo! I told you.
like a time, not a time ghost, like a dimensional ghost. I don't really know how to describe it.
She's in the rift, but can somehow communicate over here as like some spectral viral thingy.
Maybe if Jason turned the thing off, she could come back. It's kind of. I like to imagine we're having this conversation. This Johnny's just like. "Ah."
Yeah.
I think
at
Ace is not
point,
ready to like. Yeah.
It sounded we had Meryl almost on top. Well, he's on the ground, and then Johnny and Issa kind of right there. What are Xailen and Ivy doing?
I'm just right here because I want to ask questions.
I think Ivy is
What-
having a really conflicted moment here because they are now realizing that, as Kirby is also realizing, that maybe this guy is our buddy.
Not your buddy.
Always what
Kidnap
happens.
your parents.
I know, but
Never a buddy if you kidnap your parents.
yeah, like Ivy still wants to murder this guy for kidnapping their parents, but at the same time,
Hey,
all
you
this
still have
information
parents.
is starting to rail against. My parents were treated really well. They said that they didn't even attempt to hurt them. They kept them really safe in the places that, like, all these things. And then on top of that is like Xailen is planning to be tortured and turned into basically a giant human battery.
Not anymore.
Well,
But
yeah, but
also
I have-
they didn't let them take any hotel soaps. So
bro, that's-
Or used minibar.
yeah, no peanuts.
What? Boo.
Peanuts.
Death.
Tomato.
Think of
I have a
this-
question.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to ask Wraith the question. Why does Jason want into the rift?
Do you have any idea how much power can be brought over from the other side? What technology? The creatures, the
Power,
flora, the
yeah,
fauna?
but nothing's. He goes in there. Anyone goes in there. They're not coming out.
I think that's when
Well,
Issa looks over to Ivy
yeah,
and
I
just
was-
sort of like
I was about to be like, do that like puppet gif with the side eye, like definitely. Yeah, 100%. No one, right, Issa? No one could ever get back from there.
It's a great idea, but what good's the power if they can't bring it back? And there's no way to bring it back.
How much do you know about what Blake actually figured out how to do with the rift?
I know he was using rift energy to power his machines.
He was siphoning rift energy for those machines. Because he didn't have you. And you almost see the smile under the white mask. He goes, "You don't realize you're a source of energy? You and your people are like batteries. You're just an energy that here lights up a room."
Who told me that before? Who told us about that before? We learned that like was it when I got to the ship I learned that I realized that.
Yeah, because like basically when you sat down in the ship, like it interfaced, like you powered it essentially.
I think I figured that out about being a power source. But I don't understand. Has he figured a way to get out of the rift? Getting in is one thing. Has he figured a way to get out?
If he has one of your ships, I'm sure he can probably do it.
My ships.
That ship wasn't one of yours?
I-
Johnny, your phone starts going off. I don't know if it would be audible or if it's just...
Oh, it buzzes. I think after a couple buzzes, I just kind of look at it.
Tommaso.
Is it ringing or
Yep.
text?
No, it's calling.
Like- Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching the news. You better you better get your friend Xailen under control.
We're at the Hex. What are you talking about?
No, they're at the military base.
I just click on FaceTime and point to Xailen. I'm sure he sees the like explosion.
Yeah, he's just kind of, but then there's just a
Hi,
moment.
Tommaso.
It turn he kind of looks at it, goes this, and he turns to the television, and you see there's a news report at the local air base where it looks like Xailen. Xailen's another one of your people. Actually,
Does it seem old?
No, this looks like it's one of those breaking news things. One of them is just coming through, and you see like there's guns being fired at them. It's kind of just bouncing off of their skin. As you see, like as they use their selves to sort of shapeshift, grab hold, and almost just like suction in people, and then spit them out on the other side without their weapons, and then is pulling in weapons, grenades, and such, and firing those back.
Oh my
I know a
God.
lot about Xailen's powers, but I'm going to be honest, Tommaso. I don't think they can do any of that. So all we have to do is shoot
That'd be
Xailen
so
on
cool if I
TV.
do it. That'd be
Uh, Tommaso, I'm gonna call you back. Click. 911.
Good afternoon, 911. What's your emergency?
Hi, this is Wildfire. I need through to the Philadelphia Detective Department. Detective Kinnick specifically.
There's not an emergency going to the police.
What is the nature of your emergency, Wildfire?
I think once Issa hears that, Obsidian's just gonna.
I was thinking the same thing. Why?
There's a military base being attacked by supposedly a super that I know, and it's not that person because they're with me at the moment.
Oh, just a moment. And you hear like
Xailen.
and you just hear
Xailen,
this,
go live on TikTok.
we just hear the thing goes. Do we have that doppelganger protocol? Where's that one at? Okay. Are you certain that the person you are with is actually your friend?
Hi. Yes.
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 Yes,
I'm right here.
I'm sure. I spent the night with them last night.
Like, spent the night, or
Excuse?
We were together all night. Like they've not been out of my sight in like 2
Like
days.
together, or like just together?
Quiet, Ivy. We're having a conversation here. Keep him pinned.
Yeah, sorry. And then Issa's gonna like put him in like a arm bar behind his back, and like.
Yeah, I think she just goes, "Let me get through to Kinnick," and there's a moment where they put you on hold. All right, so
Bear's doing that chest sonar again, just like
Something doesn't feel right.
So what are the rest of you doing while Johnny's on the phone? And you've got Wraith there.
Obsidian has Wraith like in like a double arm pin behind his back, just to make sure that he's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seems like fairly well, and like his hands are unable to reach anything. He's in some kind of a bad way.
You're not from the Rift, are you?
Nope. Philly born and bred.
I'm just kind of petting his hair now, and I'm like, don't
What
worry.
are you doing?
He's just like,
Don't worry, Jason Blake. I whispered to him, don't worry, Jason Blake will be dead.
there's a moment. Kinnick.
Detective Kinnick, this is a Wildfire.
You called 911?
Yeah, you told me not to be less or to be discreet when I come talk to you.
We gave you a card with my number. Why is your friend attacking the base?
They're not. They're with me. They've been
Hi.
with me for 2 days.
Hi, Detective Kinnick. I swear I'm not in a military base. I'm right here with Johnny and the rest of my friends.
We're
Also-
at our headquarters, the Hex.
Also, Xailen
Maybe
can
tell
be
me where our
shot with a
headquarters are.
gun. Well, people know.
Do they?
Yeah, there's just a moment goes,
We're at our secret headquarters on third and
You
third and
remember
Poplar.
that conversation we had about you know what's coming from the you know where? I think this may be another one of the you know what's.
so we have another one of Xailen just came through.
Yeah,
None of this looks good for you and your group. With everything
We're
that's
not
happened,
there.
but
we're not there.
that looks like Xailen to me, and I've not only seen you on the news, I have interacted with you.
I can't do any of that stuff. That thing can do things I can't do.
The one
How
thing we
does
know
he
is
shoot on
Xailen's
speaker?
powers seem to change a lot.
Wait,
They're
Xailen.
right here. Like
Xailen.
they're here.
Yeah, but
Can
I'm
you-
just saying, this doesn't look good.
can you
I don't
talk
know.
to them?
That's why I'm talking to you.
The thing. Oh, let me get the ship.
Wait, where are you
We're
going?
gonna go talk to the thing.
That's all I wanted
No,
to tell you.
I'm
Would you like us to go take care of that other Xailen?
Is
Can
there
we
some-
not call them another Xailen? Like, can we just not give them Xailen's name?
We'll call this one Alien X.
Phelan. Alien X. I like that.
But do you
I
want
like
us to take
Phelan.
care of Alien X? We can go handle it.
if
Oh, it would
if
be
there's
good to get
there's
them
something
both
you know
on
how
camera.
to do, then yes, get there quick. Otherwise, I think the Omegas are supposed to be on their way soon.
The Omegas.
Okay, we're going now. Click there. Bye.
Okay,
Omegas
but
looking submissive and breedable.
question though, what do I do with him?
Ivy, tie him up. and keep him electrocuted.
How do you keep
not
that on-
possible.
Why don't we take him with us?
Why? What?
We're already
Why
entering a very difficult PR situation. We cannot enter with a weird hostage and someone who looks exactly like you attacking a military base, and also probably have a standoff with the Omegas.
He's gonna either we leave or we don't. And if we leave, he is gonna go somewhere because he can teleport. We're not leaving any of us here to watch him.
I think
us.
Yeah, Ivy ties him up, and if he gets out, he gets out.
I could just knock him out.
I say you let him go. He doesn't do it.
Issa, you are the new leader. You decide what we do.
Okay, so I think it'd be great if Xailen did talk to the new alien thing, but however, and to clear their own name. But we currently have this situation. So Ivy, yeah, I think
Why don't
he's just gonna look at Wraith and be like, all the hard feelings, and just like whacks him again in the head, just trying to.
That's for Ivy's parents.
That's
All the hard feelings. Ow!
No, all the hard
harder to knock
feelings.
people out in real life
All the
than it
hard
is in
feelings.
fiction.
Well, maybe she'll like actually like do like a neck chop where she'll like
Yeah.
do
Yeah, well, we'll
I
say
leave
You,
to knock-
you get him
yeah.
out, and then Ivy. Kirby's got to go take care of his kid real quick. Said Ivy goes ahead and ties up Wraith.
yeah.
While Obsidian is knocking him out, I grab a glass of water. I'm assuming it's a WeWork, so I'm assuming they have like a biscotti or something somewhere,
Mhm.
and then like 2 aspirin, and I just put it all on a plate for when eventually, if
So
he
it-
gets out, he gets out.
So it'll be next to him when he wakes up, tied up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
I
you
feel
do
like
one of these
we're-
things like, blah, blah.
yeah,
Like
we're
Shark.
best case scenario. What I think is going to happen is he's going to wake up, untie himself, and then that's there for him. But worst case scenario, he can just like the aspirin.
Best case scenario, we get back before he wakes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or knock the water over and then suck it out of the carpet.
to the buddy ship.
All right. Where was it? Do you remember where the ship was at?
It's on the roof.
Okay,
On the roof.
so not too hard to
Roof.
get folks in.
On the roof.
Do I say it weird?
It's no, you said that you say Midwestern, and it's fascinating because Doise also says rough as well, and it makes me very happy.
I said roof.
Yeah, but what's on the
The
roof?
roof?
That's what's important.
The roof.
What's what? The
The
roof.
roof. The roof.
Roof.
Yeah, it's
roof.
roof.
The roof.
It's got
The
2
roof.
It's a
O's.
roof. Roof.
No, roof.
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 Ari,
Roof.
dogs
Roof.
say rough. What's over a house is a roof.
See, it's a northern Midwestern thing. Like
If the roof is on fire, it's different than if your rough is on fire.
might need medicine for that.
You don't need no water. Let that motherfucker
No,
burn.
you probably need to see a doctor.
I'm just gonna keep saying roof.
Okay.
Do it. It's no, it makes me happy because Doise says like rough is the same way, and it makes me like I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot it's pronounced differently elsewhere. That's nice.
All right.
To
well,
the ship.
you get up on the
Okay.
roof, get into the ship, and very quickly are kind of like just like sailing over Philadelphia. As you get to the air base, you've got helicopters kind of all around. You have a bunch of like hurt soldiers that have been kind of like some of them seem to have been thrown quite a distance, and looks like that the Alien X has gone into some of the hangars and such that are there.
I land the ship and I'm immediately out of this cockpit and onto the ground, walking toward the thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna start like being like boop, boop, and just hoping I get somewhere.
And so you
Teleporting in.
okay.
I am like holding my hands up to everybody. Like this is a different one. Don't shoot.
Yeah, there
Don't
are.
shoot.
Yeah, then Mara, where are you at?
I'm kind of standing in front of Xailen in case someone does shoot, and I'm just like doppelganger protocol, doppelganger protocol, doppelganger protocol.
Yeah, so as some of the soldiers who are kind of like looking down the way, got the guns, some sort of like see the ship come in. They've turned towards it as you get out. like, holy shit! And as the stuff comes up, and then they see the rest of you come out with, and enough of them recognize you. There's one of them kind of puts his hand up and goes, "Wait, is it?"
I'm the real one. That's not me. That's same type of thing, but not me. I promise you, I can't do what they can do. I want to stop them.
We've never riddled you with bullets, so maybe you could if we tried hard enough.
Yeah, he's-
Detective
Please
Kinnick
don't.
sent us.
yeah, he just kind of looks and goes, "Captain," and then just, yeah, we got some. We got told that there might be another one of them arriving to help. Help them or us? We'll cut to Issa.
Yeah, let's see how well this goes because got a -2 and unleash my powers. Yeah, baby. Let's.
Back to Jason Blake's office.
Oh God, I
Oh,
don't
no.
know.
He's like, "Where's my car?"
Would you?
A 1.
Why do you
Ooh.
keep teleporting?
Why didn't
Because
you
I
get in
have the
ship?
power.
Why did you get in the ship?
I did get in the ship with y'all. As soon as it got out, though, I tried to teleport inside the.
No,
thing, but
I
it
was saying,
didn't-
do you have to make a roll with it every time you use it?
I mean, I'm unleashing a power of trying to like do.
Using a
thing.
power is usually it's overcome an obstacle, reshape the environment, extend your senses. Just teleporting wouldn't necessarily be unleashing. Unleashing
Okay.
is usually something more than that.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll say as you can teleport like normally, like if you're not trying to do something really tricky, but just kind of getting into
Yeah.
one of the hangars. It's not hard because you see some windows sort of up there, and you kind of appear
And I'm trying to be like quiet, so
Yeah.
like I pop in and like
up above
crouch
on the
down
sort
and
of
like.
the catwalks that kind of go up above it. You're on one of those looking down, and you hear some groaning from below as you look over and you see there's a couple soldiers that have been thrown. Looks like fairly hard into the two large like gigantic doors, the hangar doors. And you had to catch a glimpse of Alien X, who is going through, and then every once in a while just sort of just put out a hand and just.
I'm going to try to stay out of the hand zone.
No, so it's because you're up above, and you just kind of see, and like you have a better. This has got a bunch of aircraft in it in this large hangar, but a couple of them seem. I mean, sure, you probably keep up enough with military stuff, like
Some of them seem experimental, maybe.
yeah, you'll get a couple of them. They look a little bit different than the standard jet stuff you've seen? There's just a moment where he just kind of goes here and like is in this one direction towards what looks like one of those newer, more experimental. It still seems a bit kit bashed together. Its work is still being done on, but then there's just a moment where he just turns very quickly, hand out, towards where all of them are, and there's you see eyes go wide.
Can I use this as like distraction to like hop down on this alien and like try to like pin him?
Mhm.
Okay. Is that directly engage?
Yep, that is directly engaged.
That I'm better at.
Yeah. Kirby may not be able to be back with us.
Hmm.
Oh, poor
Oh,
kiddo.
man.
That's going to be a 10. Oh wait, sorry. That 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
All
10.
right, tell me what you do.
I'm going to resist or avoid their blows and surprise.
Okay. Yeah, there's just a moment where it just as it sort of hit. There's just this. Are you leaping down? Like, how are you?
Yeah, leaping down and just like sort of like trying to like tackle and like pin to the ground.
Yeah, hits the ground and just head kind of bounces a bit as it hits, and then it's just this moment where as it's you can tell at this point it's moving like someone who's already been injured.
Yeah.
Like some of the shot stuff it's taken has done a bit of a deal on it. Just Xailen, what were your original powers? Like, what are some of your normal ones? Are there shapeshifting?
Shapeshifting. I have like durability and strength. Like so that's why I parkour everywhere. Like
Okay.
I just because I can.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it tries to like lash out at you, and you manage to not get kind of hit by it, but his feet kind of go past you onto like there's a sort of a plane there, and this whole body like elongates and then almost like a rubber band just over this way, like basically kicking him kind of further out and away from where you're at as he's struggling up to his feet.
Oh, so basically, kind of like slingshots from underneath me and like away from me.
Well, it sort of turns because of the shape shifting. His legs elongate like off of a, almost like pushing himself off of one of the planes on the side. He misses with the kick, but then uses that to like spring this way and then brings the legs back in.
Okay.
So part of it's just using the shape shifting to temporarily elongate his body.
Yeah, I think as they're stretching out, I'm like, hey, I'm with the other person from the rift. I'm with them.
And there's just
We're here to talk.
It starts speaking a bit in like a bit of a different tongue, and then another. The rest of you, as you're sort of coming, Xailen, you feel. Remember, I told you a couple sessions ago, you just felt this like a moment where you were like almost with the hive mind again. There's something like you kind of feel it here as you get down there, and it's not the full hive mind, but you feel once again connected to one thing as opposed to the giant thing.
I start walking faster toward the hangar, and then I start go from walking to running, like I'm just bolting toward it.
And then Marrow and Johnny, like when Xailen starts bolting, the soldiers seem to they're not quite sure what's going on yet. Guns come up. Marrow, Johnny, what do you do?
Go ahead, Mare.
I'm going to jump to defend Xailen just in case any immediate action is taken.
Okay.
I think Johnny's just gonna continue that. We're here to help. Don't shoot. We're enhanced. We're super. We can handle this. Just stand down. Stand down. We've got this.
They're not going to help that thing.
No, we're here to stop it. I promise. We're not gonna help it. We're here to calm it down. It doesn't know where it is and what it's doing. Just let us handle it.
And one of them just goes, I don't know, maybe my kid loves him on Instagram. Yeah, there's just this moment where they just sort of looking and going, yeah, and they're just, we've talked, something comes through the walkie-talkie, goes, we've talked to local detectives. They said that Xailen and the others were coming here. See if they can provide support if necessary. There's this thing they go, all right, I guess we're helping if we can.
All right, and we are booking it towards the thingy. Although I'm whispering to Johnny under my breath. I'm whispering so only Johnny can hear. Although Zane will probably hear like, we had a whole conversation, new teamwork, and then immediately just tell, not like, hey guys, I'm going to teleport in there. Just teleporting immediately.
Let's just deal.
I'm putting
with
it.
this
I'm
issue.
putting it aside. I'm putting it aside. I'm putting it aside.
Let's just deal with this. Let's deal with this right now. Let's deal with it.
Just
right
let me
now.
rant for like 1 second.
Okay, I got it. I agree, but we're working on it. This is the best. This is the most team we've done in a long time. We're good.
I wish more civilians got involved in our shit. Most of my stuff is shielding, and none of y'all need it ever. Most of what I do is just bone wall or putting people in bone cages, and that never fucking works. It feels weird to have to stab people with my own bones. I can do it, but it doesn't feel good.
Johnny just like as they're running, just like pats your shoulders, like there. I'm sorry.
And as Xailen's running in, you won't see them at first, but yeah, he says as he just kind of looks up and goes, "One of me, one of me is here."
Yeah, they've been here for a while.
At which point, Xailen, as you kind of run in.
Do I see Issa and Alien X on the top rafter?
No, we're on the ground.
They're on the ground.
Issa jumped down and.
Okay, I run over and I'm just standing like a little ways back.
There's just this moment where he's just looking at Issa and goes,
I think with that, Obsidian's going to slowly start getting off of them and like allowing them to do their thing.
And just sort of turns and sees Xailen and just like the connection there. It's weird. It's the closest you've felt to something else outside of that one moment, and just where you're not joined the same way you would be in the hive mind. And yeah, he just looks at you and goes, "Another of me." What happened?
I came through the rift on a ship, and I've been here several years.
But where's I? Where's
I don't know. I haven't felt it for a long time.
it's just
I was
sort
hoping you'd give me some answers.
just sort of, and you also feel this at the same time, and he kind of collapses. You feel like there's like a pull of energy, a very slight pull of energy, coming from something in this hangar. There's the rest of you
Something's
kind of come
draining
in.
him.
You see he's just kind of collapsed down to the floor, and just sort of sitting there looking kind of lost and confused. The soldiers are kind of making their way in behind you.
I think with that, I think Obsidian's going to be like, I'm going to go handle them. If
I
and
go
starts
like
and starts like walking past and like starting to head to the soldiers, like that's as far as you go.
And I'm gonna get a bone wall kind of ready just to kind of keep him shielded.
I come over and I kneel next to him, and I'm like, "Is it clear to me? My assessment situation is shit, but I want to try assessment situation." Oh man, what is that one again?
I wouldn't necessarily be assessing the situation
mundane.
here because it could be Pierce the Mask because I think that one more because assessing the situation is more coming into a dangerous situation.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Pierce the Mask is mundane, and then assess is superior.
So mundane, my mundane is awful, and I am like every condition known to man.
Well, if you fail, you don't take a condition for Pierce the Mask.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. That is oh, that is 4.
Like yeah, he's just yeah. Go ahead, mark a potential for that. Remember for failed rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now he's just when you first came through that being cut off from the hive mind, you were cut off from a massive part of yourself, and what like yourself was this giant hive mind that stretched across light years, but suddenly to be your own thing was a gigantic shock. So you can't quite tell what's going on with him at this point. But you still feel that pull a little bit. Cut over to the soldiers. He goes, "We got to take that thing into custody."
No.
I don't give a shit
No.
what you guys do. We're handling it right now, so back down.
You seen how much damage that thing has done?
You see it's finally connecting to someone like itself, so give it a minute. And I think Issa's going to just square up to the guy, whoever's yelling.
Yeah. The guy that's doing like a staff sergeant.
She's talking straight up to him. He's probably like 6'3" or something.
Yeah.
And she's like 5'2", like 5'3". And she's like, wait.
Yeah. He just kind of looks down. He goes, "That thing invaded an airbase, fired back and hurt a bunch of soldiers. That thing cannot just walk away."
That alien life form that's new to our planet, just trying to figure out where to go, went to a place where the technology is, and it felt that. Therefore, we are here to help them out. So, sir, step down.
And he just kind of like gets up and goes, best thing you all can do for us right now is help out if that thing tries to attack again, because that thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We can definitely do that. But for now,
Maro, it sounds like you had a plan.
give him space.
I don't. I just wanted to remind everyone PR. Can't have a bunch
You
of
has a
steps
problem with
started.
authority if you didn't realize that. Like, just
But also, you became declared, which granted, Issa should be the leader, but there was a reason why Issa in the sheets, Johnny in the streets, old team was worked because Johnny is the face because he's good at the chatting.
That's why on the
Issa
note.
in the sheets, Johnny in the streets. Oh my god.
Why do I say things?
why do you say
Because they're
Let's go on the notes app.
delightful.
Let's go on the notes app.
Because they're
That
delightful.
is also a little bit of Nessa. I had a friend who just kept a running tally of shit I said in college and like no context, and she would just read it back to me later, and I'd be like, "Why the fuck did I say that?"
On a coffee mug.
Yeah.
And,
So I'm just still standing there watching them getting ready in case anyone, gets a little.
What is Johnny doing right now?
Johnny is I don't know how to put it. He's conflicted at the moment. He's like between you guys and the two aliens. He's like between you guys, like listening to what they're saying, but also like keeping an eye on the military people because he's not sure what to do here because he doesn't want to make another mistake and he doesn't want another alien life form falling into Blake's hands. And if the military gets this thing, it's going to go to Blake.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like where he's conflicted right now because do we really want this nightmare? And he I don't know. He's just standing there kind of, I guess the best word is just in shock right now.
I think that's why Obsidian stepped in and started talking because Johnny wasn't.
Johnny, he actually looks very concerned, like more so than he normally does about anything. So he's just kind of there, just.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hear him go, "You have no jurisdiction here. The best thing you can do is step aside. If there's a problem, since you're a super, help out. But we got the Omegas coming in pretty quickly. Help take care of this."
I think she's just gonna look at him like, "Sir, yes, sir." It just gives him like a one up and down and like, just sort of like kind of like sizing him up a bit because she knows that she can take him out, no problem.
And
Okay.
they start to
Xailen.
sort of spread a little bit. They've got guns kind of out. So Xailen?
Trying to talk to like, you have to wake up. You have to wake up. They're gonna take you in if they can't. And I know it's just hard, but you need to wake up right now.
Yeah, he just looks and goes, "Get back to
There's some very dangerous
Get back
people.
to me."
We can talk about it, but short story, getting back is incredibly difficult right now. I know, but you don't understand. They will. The beings here aren't. You need to be calm so they don't take you to a very dangerous person.
The rest of you hear through the walkie-talkies, "Omega's on site."
That's our cue to go. I think. I wonder.
We were like just being like letting him take himself in or something. I don't know.
I mean, I could try. I think Isa's gonna look down like at the button for the teleportation and look over and be like, "Can I take other people with me?"
Now make your unleash your powers.
-2.
I think with that, I think as soon as like they turn and hear that, I think Isa's gonna like lean over to Mira and be like, "Get back to the ship. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to get him out."
You
with
got
the
it, Captain.
with the and I do like the little like I pointed that so to show that I'm being up and honest. I'm gonna try to teleport them out. And as soon as they hear the Megaton site, Obsidian turns, runs back, and like grabs them on the ground and tries to hit the button and like try to like.
All right. So realizing some people may be able to help with team here, as you start to go, suddenly, hey, they start kind of aiming. Make your roll. Let's see if you need to have other people help out with some team
Yeah.
stuff.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. What is that? Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9. A 7.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Let's have you take a condition. As where are you teleporting to? As you kind of grab him and then.
I think just to try to the ship.
Okay. You are inside the ship.
Yeah.
And the thing is you kind of appear there's just this moment where he looks around, and then visibly feels more comfortable as his hand really goes out and just touches.
Wait. Just don't take off yet. We're waiting for the others.
What are the rest
Okay.
of you do? They've disappeared, and you just hear, they're gone. Like,
Johnny's
Target
just like,
escape.
where are you?
In the ship.
Oh God, they disappeared. That wasn't the plan.
Johnny is just like, he just kind of like whispers out, where are you?
In the ship.
Okay. Where did they go?
yeah,
He is putting on the biggest show. It's like, where did they go?
Who gave Obsidian powers?
And just
Since
goes,
when can Obsidian
where the hell did your
teleport?
friend? Where the hell did your friend go? We need to know now.
That new
To me?
thing clearly used one of its weird ass powers. Obsidian famously does not have any powers, which means that thing just kidnapped our team captain.
Our cat. Oh my God, she's been kidnapped.
Johnny, you're captain now. Issa's dead.
Xailen,
Sorry, Obsidian's
What?
dead.
can you do that?
No,
At which point, Nova and Snowstorm come through the hangar doors. Nova flying, Snowstorm on like a raft of ice, like basically like a thing of ice. As they come in and everyone on alert, everyone on alert. Target is missing. Target is missing.
I'm in the ship.
Yeah, they're just this moment and goes. They sort of turn. Nova just looks around and goes, "What's going on? Target's missing. What happened?"
It disappeared. It disappeared.
Teleportation. What a bitch.
One of them grabbed the target, disappeared. The target looks just like Xailen.
And Obsidian can't teleport, so it had to have been the target.
And Nova just kind of lands, and you also see coming through the others in there start to make their way in. And she goes, "No shit here. What happened to the... Because I saw the damage was done out here. You saw all the people that were thrown around by this thing. Where is it?"
I don't know.
Teleportation. We've been dealing with a lot of short range, long range, all kinds of teleportation lately.
I feel that I want to take a big risk and like say something like it's not from around here. I want to say something like that, but I just don't know if it's going to save our skins or not. It's very afraid. They're very afraid. They're not dangerous. They're just afraid.
Johnny wants to provoke.
Why, every time with this ice, every time with Johnny Snow
Wait,
over
wait.
here, so all of a sudden you're like,
Oh, hold
you
on.
become
Michael?
I heard someone yelling for a second.
You're
Stomping.
muted,
You're on
Michael.
mute.
Oh. I heard someone
Someone-
yelling and stomping. It was...
Yeah, Johnny, when they're like, what happened here? Johnny's gonna be like, I don't know, we're a bunch of teenagers. How is it a bunch of teenagers got here before you? I want to provoke.
Okay.
I forgot that
So
Issa in the
provoke
sheets,
someone?
Johnny in the streets, that Johnny is also terrible in the
Yeah,
streets.
go. Not the only place Johnny's terrible. Go ahead.
I don't have a neg-
Roll with
I don't have a-
superior.
Oh, and I don't have any negatives. This is gonna be good. Superiors +2. Come on. Oh, Yes, that's a 12 plus 2.
Okay, I take it back. Johnny's amazing.
Are you
All right.
boxcars?
What are you trying to get them to do? Is this Nova?
Yeah. I think I want to do the they air, and you gain some kind of opportunity to like that's what it's written on the provoke someone. I like want her to slip up so he can be like, I don't know what to tell you. They're missing, and so is our teammate. Standing here talking isn't helping the situation. I just don't know how that works. Like how we're gonna play that.
Yeah, that's part of it. It's like the critical opportunity is not. They're not going to just leave you.
Okay.
Like that's not going to happen. However, like you getting out of here is going to require. You're not going to be able to probably talk your way out. If you think of everything that's
Okay.
happened, you got the military,
Yeah.
you got the Omegas. Like that part's not happening. However, there's a moment where she just kind of comes over and just sort of grabs you and goes, I don't know what the fuck you think you're dealing with, but something was here, did a lot of damage. And like the flame starts to sort of appear around her, and a couple of the soldiers actually kind of rush in and grab. It's like, nope, they were trying to help. And they pull her off, and there is some confusion as the other Omegas are coming in. What do all of you do?
I kind of slink back. Like I'm I'm trying to get to the.
I think at this point. Keep going. Sorry.
No, keep going. It's fine. I'm just kind of slinking back, like very carefully, just like.
Johnny just points at the camera. You just assaulted a 16-year-old.
There's a camera here.
I just. I'll be plain. You all are going to jail if you just stay here. They're going to grab you and at least put you into custody. Like the opportunity you got is they are a little bit confused. She would not go to jail for assaulting a 16-year-old. That would not be a problem because of the circumstances. So this is one of those. So
there's a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, there's enough confusion there because the other Megas are coming in. The soldiers are trying to pull off. At this moment, all of you are not necessarily being looked at. Like if you have an opportunity, you have to take it to do something.
No, GT, fuck out.
Getting the hell out, back into the ship and flying
to the ship.
So like we kind of like sneak out and like.
Ivy's been extremely quiet.
I'm assuming
this
probably
time.
like haul ass at this because you've got a bunch of supers there as well.
Yeah.
There's one of the doors that lead into it that's not far from where you're at. The three of you just straight through.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a point like you have an opportunity, you have to do something.
We're getting out of here.
Get out of there.
Yeah, so there's just this moment where you start going up and like the ship is just sort of floating on the thing. You can feel the energy sort of around it, Xailen. There's just this moment. Oh, we got him. You hear? Oh, fuck! Where'd they go? And then like, you got the helicopters and just goes like, they're going for the ship. And you see some of the helicopters are kind of coming into a position.
Don't you shoot them down, Johnny.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
There's just this moment where the ship lifts up and starts turning. And no, Issa, he's like looking at them, and it starts heading towards the group that's towards them.
Okay.
And he's not at the controls, but he's just got his hands sort of on the thing. He's just looking out the window, and
I think she's like, what? Why are we moving?
Yeah, the ship comes towards you. And about that point, helicopters start firing, like just like machine guns, just start pinking off of the ship. The door opens as it kind of spins, and it
hopping in.
Get in.
Get the fuck in.
You flew the ship.
I did not fly the ship.
Yeah, it just sort of looks. He goes,
let's not talk and let's go.
Okay. Can I take over, please? Thank you. Can I get in the ship and I'm just like.
Yep, and just and like that thing goes very quickly, just suddenly sort of out of there. Where are you headed?
Can you go back to that? Oh, do you go back to the hex? Oh shit.
Marrow, can we go to your house?
Do we want to bring the attention to the ship to the house though?
We need to land the ship.
Also, I don't know where Mo lives. And
What
like,
if we go to Ivy's house? There's nobody there right now.
Good call.
Granted, there's also not a front door. But
You also do have a very alien looking ship. Is the other problem?
should we go
also
to
the
the
thing.
docks?
It's true. Back to where it all started. That's like the last place anyone would look for us, and we can
I
hide the
mean-
ship.
We could park it at the Intrepid's warehouse. Nobody's gonna think we were going there after it's just been ransacked.
Jason Blake might. Maybe. I'm good. I'm good with docks or Intrepids.
Well, wasn't the Intrepid at the docks? Or are they just at a warehouse?
No.
They were
They,
just
they
at
had
a
a
random
warehouse near the docks. Yeah.
Okay.
And then yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, if we can find a warehouse to park it, we can.
That's actually would be easier place to hide something because it's one of those big things of warehouses. That's one of the reasons the Intrepids were able to hide there. And
Yeah.
basically take over that spot was because of there's so much other stuff around.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're flying to the Intrepid's warehouse.
Yeah.
And do you want to go ahead and call it here since Kirby's not going to be able to come back?
I have one more thing I want to do. Which is after we land and we get settled, I would like to grab Johnny into a surprisingly strong hug, like one of those ones where I like grab you and then kind of go up on my bone stirrups. I don't really know, on my big spider legs, and just kind of go like, "We did it! We did it!
What did we do?
We got that guy out of there. We dealt with the Omegas. We got the ship. We kept the ship. No one's in jail. We still have a lot of heat on us, but I mean, you and I weren't really involved in that, but Ivy and Issa knocked out Wraith earlier, the Matrix guy.
Yeah, we had a good time, but we've got a lot of problems now.
We do. But you know what, Johnny?
Huh.
We're handling it. And you know what? We're handling it even though the public hates us right now.
Yeah. I don't know how we're getting out of this one, Marrow, but you're right. We handled it. We're doing great.
Michael,
Just-
would you say that that was a triumphant celebration?
Sure.
Can we ask Johnny whether or not what we've done today is part of the quote unquote show that is part of his class?
This wasn't public enough. I don't think it would be
Damn it.
public enough for
I just wanted you to clear condition. All right. Well, I'd still celebrate with you and no
But-
one
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, but if we're okay with, because I've got our spring break is over tonight, and we have a whole new set of classes starting tomorrow. So a little bit of time to
Ooh.
decompress before I get ready for that would not be awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I originally had planned to celebrate with Ivy, but then she left. So I was like, because I had something that made more sense for Ivy, but I was like, I'm gonna try to use a team move. Gonna try. All right, now I'm good to go. We can begin the ending process.
Since it was a bit shorter tonight, we just want to wrap that into next week. We'll just consider next week and this one like a single session as far as that
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Works.
All right, if we want to tell
Sounds good.
people who you are and where we can find you.
Yeah, hey, I'm Mo. You can find me all over the internet at Saturday Bezos. I do a lot of TTRPG stuff. Just follow me odd places and see my things. Okay, thanks.
I'm Sarah. I am Powerful Week One on TikTok and Powerful Week almost everywhere else.
I'm Nessa, Loch Nessa, LOCHNEASSA, basically everywhere.
I'm Steve. I am the _dragon_x on TikTok. Thanks for watching.
I am Michael, Improv GM on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. And have yourself a great evening.